it's the all season, so sometimes there's not a lot going on. But with Chiefs Kingdom, there's always is. I remember last year after the Tyreek Hill trade, Tyreek had the whole podcast episode where he said Tua was better than Pat, or was more accurate than Pat. But Tyreek's making the radio rounds in Kansas City, and he said the quote, Chiefs Kingdom, when the Miami Dolphins come to Arrowhead Stadium this year, guess what we're going to do? I hate to say it. I hate to throw up the peace sign against y'all. I hate to do it, but guess what? I'm going to be y'all worst enemy that day. I'm gonna be y'all worst enemy that day. So then Chris Jones said a quote tweeted that said, "May God bless him." And then Tyreek was. I think they just had a funny banter, but a lot of Chief fans, I think, don't realize it was a joke that there's more teammates. And then Tyreek Hill quote tweeted that saying, "He has blessed me, but I'm gonna crack block you. You too little." And then Chris Jones said the only peace sign he throwing up is walking to the bus after the game. And then Tyreek Hill had another quote tweet saying, I think it was like a monkey like eating like a really chubby one who said, "This is Chris Jones in the offseason." And then Chris Jones quote tweeted and said, "That's funny as hell," or something like that. So they're obviously having fun with each other. But what do you make? I guess the big thing for me is when I hear Tyreek Hill talk about the Chiefs, it's like it's been a year already, and like it's still like acting like it's a fresh thing. It's like I don't get it. At this point, it wouldn't it be like, okay, like I remember Iverson talking about the Sixers the year after he traded them to the Nuggets. It was kind of done at that point. He wasn't talking about his former team anymore. I don't know. What do you make of Tyreek Hill continuing to talk about the Chiefs in that way? I mean, I know it's fun banter and stuff, but I just feel like it's a lot of Chief talk coming from Tyreek Hill still.
I mean, you should listen. He loves the guys in Kansas City. It's all his brothers. It's all his boys. And so, these are guys that he was able to be successful on the field. He went to battle with these guys. So to him, man, it's just family. That's all it is. It's just family. And so he's sitting there talking noise. They talking noise back to each other. That's what boys do. And so it's nothing more than that, right? But he's supposed to be talking noise. If he's coming in, he's confident with what he can do out there on the field. So regardless of when you get out there on the football field, you ain't friends. You ain't friends when you're out there. But right now, you can talk all the smack you want to talk. This is what you're supposed to do. So I don't care if it's dominoes or if you're playing spades, basketball, right? Badminton or tiddlywinks. I don't care what it is. You with your boy, right? Your boy knows who you are. You're going to be talking cash-ish to these guys, right? That's what it is. So I don't see it as being anything more than that. So it's all in fun. It's all in jest. But, the thing is, Tyreek likes doing that. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. To me, it's whatever. It's cool. Hey, look, here's the deal. Tyreek did a lot in Kansas City, and we love him for it. You know what I'm saying? We love him for it. The guys love him for it. And so that bond with them guys is never going to be broken. Not at all. So regardless, he go play for this team or that team, he knows where his home is, where he started was Kansas City.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think a lot of Chiefs fans are really butthurt by the comments. Like, wow, how could he say such a thing? He needs to stop. He needs to stop talking about us altogether. It's like, I mean, he's clearly having fun, and he was doing the interview with two former Chiefs players as well, Garrett Deere and Anthony Sherman. So, like, I mean,
yeah, Well, look, man, it goes back to the whole thing of when people get invested in things. I just don't believe you need to hate a guy because he's not playing for the team anymore, really. Yeah. And so. We just know people do definitely get invested emotionally into these things. And some are still hurt. They hurt how the situation happened with Tyreek, felt like he went for the money. They have every right to feel that way. Okay. That's their prerogative to feel any way they want to feel. But the reality is, man, Tyreek, did a lot in Kansas City, brought a Super Bowl. He's one of the most dynamic players ever played and put a Chiefs uniform on. Like I said, all his boys that he came in with, still in Kansas City. So no big deal. Not for me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I thought it was funny because I feel like last 2 years it's like a Tyreek Hill, I think we made a vow to not talk about Tyreek Hill at the end of last year, but it's funny, going from podcasts and then now he's making radio rounds in Kansas City too. That's the funny part. Like he's literally he was at 810 Studios doing that interview, and I thought that was funny. He's still traveling in Kansas City, and I'm sure he still has a home in Kansas City too. So,
well, yeah, man, where's he gonna get that juice from? He ain't gonna get it from Miami. He's gonna get the juice in Kansas City, right? Yeah. That's where all the dirt's gonna be. It's gonna be in Kansas City doing those things. he knows how to rile up, some of the base. Let me put it, some of the base, not all of it. I'm sure a lot more people know. Majority of people probably say, he's just picking fun. He's just doing that, being Tyreek, whatever. Just moving on from it. But there's going to be some, right, that we know is going to have something to say. Oh man, I can't believe. Hey man, so be it. Like you said, Tyreek, he comes back to Kansas City because that is his home. That's where he was cut his teeth in the NFL. Was in Kansas City, so can't get away from that. That's reality. That's a fact. So.
I mean, what's he supposed to say? He's going to be playing in Kansas City this year. It's like, oh wait, what's he supposed to say? Oh, I'm going to come in. We're gonna lose to Patrick Mahomes and Chris Jones are too good. I mean, he's got to do that. I mean, that's and the peace sign is his thing. So like, he has to say that if he's talking about coming back to Kansas City and playing against us.
Man, I'm shocked that he didn't say he was going to get 250 yards, 4 tubs. You know what I'm saying? With 2 touches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. The peace sign was, to me, that's.
Yeah, that's just his thing.
It's minimal thing. Sure.
Yeah.
Come in, you're gonna get about 4 tubs. How about that?
I guess the peace signs imply that he's gonna have a big game on you if he's running past the defense
sure.
like that.
Yeah, right. Of course.
But yeah, I thought that was funny because that was a big trending topic this week or the last few days is the Tyreek Hill's radio rounds in Kansas City.
Boy, he knows how to juice it up.
Yes, he does. He really does know to get things talking. And I think he was introducing his new something called the Soul. I forgot what it was. He's introducing some new brand or something he's doing, and that's a great way to push that out.
Of course, right? Market it, baby. What's better way to market something than with controversy, right?
Yeah.
It's perceived controversy, put it that way.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill's at it again. Trashing the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, go look at his new brand that he's pumping out. The new thing he's trying to get out there, a new product. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.